curators, Jessica Tanner here with EncourageX, and today we're going to take a more in-depth look at the EncourageX Curator and Editor portal, also referred to as the CMS. You'll see here I am on the main login screen, admin.encouragex.com. I've got my credentials loaded, so let's go ahead and get started. Once logged in, this is the CMS dashboard view. You'll see there is the custom curated content at the top underneath the green menu, and then you'll find a collection of templates to help you get started underneath the blue menu at the bottom of the screen. So these different tabs will help you navigate to different parts of your collection. The best way to think of these is kind of like a folder system. The life event themes hold the categories hold the life events have the associated encouragements with them. So let's go ahead and click in here. I've got a couple of examples loaded for you. This is the example for Legacy Athletics, a collection that we're working on for not only baseball and softball students, but all sports. It's in the works. And you can see I've got 7 different themes loaded. So in order to better explain the CMS, I thought it would be a great idea to show you what it looks like on the EncourageX platform itself. So you'll see here are my different themes. And if you were to be on the platform itself, this is what my themes would be displayed as. I've got skills and drills, parents of players, all things associated with Legacy Athletics. So the themes are the main kind of headers, the main placeholders for how you organize your content. If you were going to edit your theme, an existing theme, you would go ahead and click in here. You'll see you can edit the title, a brief description, the image placeholder that you saw when we visited the platform. The sort index, that's how the theme is displayed. That number is displayed from smallest to largest. So if you want to rearrange your collection or different themes, you would rearrange the numbers in the sort index. If that theme has any associated categories, they would be listed here, as well as the company or the collection that it's associated with is listed here. Now, if you wanted to completely hide this from the front end, from the EncourageX platform, you would click this button right here and click Save. Right now, this theme is published, it's live. If I wanted to unpublish it, I could click this red button right here. So we're going to go ahead and go back. These have all been created. If you were starting from scratch and you wanted to go and create a theme, this green button at the top, Add New, you'll find this in every tab of the CMS navigation window. This is related to the themes page, so this would be to add a new theme. In order to get back to the main menu, we're going to click up here on EncourageX CMS. So now that we've seen our themes, we're going to roll right into categories. So categories are best described as subfolders underneath the theme. So you can see in here that I've got a variety of different categories already created. Again, if we were to go back and look on the actual EncourageX platform, this is where you would see the categories. So the categories that I've created for skills and drills have been created and associated to the skills and drills theme. The categories for parents of players have been created and associated or linked to the parents of players theme, and so on and so forth. So again, theme, categories. Again, if we want to edit in here, let's find a good, we could edit life event category for travel ball. Same thing, title, brief description, file. This would be displayed whenever you click on the category itself to display some of the life events within the category. Again, we have a sort index to help you better organize your collection. And you'll see that I've already got a life event that's been created and associated with this particular category. So underneath category, I not only have a life event, but I've also associated with parents of players for this specific theme. go back to the menu. Now let's get into life events. You'll see that I have one life event created, parents of a competitive softball player. If I wanted to add a new life event, again, I'd go up here to the green button, click Add New. For this example, we're going to go ahead and click Edit so that I can show you how the fields have been populated and how they're displayed on the EncourageX platform. So we've got our title, our subtitle, the related category, as well as the slug. Remember, we talked about this a little bit in the beginning. Each collection or each theme or each company, is going to have a very specific slug that associates all of their content with their collection. This is something we'll go into a little bit more detail a little bit later. Thumbnail image. This is if users are searching the EncourageX platform, this is the image that will be displayed whenever this life event populates from the search results. Header image. This can be described as like a background or a cover photo. It's displayed at the top of your life event or the top of your e-guide as soon as you click into the life event itself. And then again, if you wanted to make the life event private, you could hide it completely from unsubscribed users by clicking this box right here. So that's a lot of information at once. Let's go look at that on the platform itself. So we're going to click into the travel ball category under the Parents of Players theme. And you'll see this is the preview version. So you see we've got that thumbnail image loaded. It's been curated by myself. We've got the title, and we'll click Learn More to go see it in action. All right, so here, this is the header image, the title, the subtitle. Again, that's a great place for you to put keywords that would help users find this particular topic. And then a little bio about myself, and then we get right into the e-guide. So down here, metadata, this actually helps you to better market and better share your topics that you curate. This sharing title, this is what will be displayed when you share it either on social media, via text. This is kind of like the introduction to the topic. And then same thing here, a little bit more about it, the page description. It's limited to 200 characters because it is intended to be just a short preview to get the readers to learn more, but let them know what we're talking about. And then again, that thumbnail image, same thing, it's a preview. This is just specific to sharing via social media, text, things of that nature. So you saw on the life event when we were looking on the platform that it had a little section for the curator bio. This is where you would enter that information. Curated by, the curator name, the biography, and then as well as an image. This is all specific to giving kind of a little curator shout out right here. You don't have to populate this section, it's completely up to you, but if you want to give a brief description or a biography, this is where you do it. Side images. This is where you are going to have the option to add an image on the right side of your topic. For those of you that have companies or contributors or sponsors, anything like that, you are limited to 2 spots for these side images, but this is a great example of how to get some marketing, some face time for the people involved in supporting your collection. So you'll see I've got a little logo loaded right here with a live link that can be clicked to navigate to this site outside of the EncourageX platform. So when we go back over here, you'll see right here's that logo. Right click if I wanted to open that link in a new tab, then I could do that. I could also add a second image here if I chose to do so. All right, moving right along. In the life event, really the true content section, this is where you're going to start inputting all of your content, your thoughts, how you want to display your vision, your brand, what you have in mind for your content on EncourageX. So this right here, in this guide section, this is just a brief introduction to the topic, a little overview on what the actual topic is about. The content in this section, as well as the next few sections that we're going to be talking about, is really intended to educate the users on the platform on what they're encouraging someone through. So for example, on this particular topic, if parents are new to travel ball or select ball or playing at a more competitive baseball or softball level, this is where they would go to learn more about that topic. That way they're informed before they just start encouraging, and that can also better influence their encouragement recommendations. So you'll see we've got this section here. As you navigate through the CMS, you're going to see a variety of these arrows and this little X button appear all throughout your different tabs, and especially on the life event section. These arrows can be used to move sections up and down or to completely delete a section. So if I decided I didn't want an introduction to this life event for some reason, I would click this X and this entire section would be deleted from the EncourageX platform, which means in viewing here, this would no longer be here. It would go straight into this next section. Parents might be thinking, again, sort index, anytime you want to specifically sort things using the sort index, you just enter those numbers from smallest to largest. Again, smallest is displayed first. So this section, what the parents might be thinking for this particular topic. Again, those arrows, I can move it up and down, I can delete it, all sorts of customization features throughout the CMS. Next section, words that might be encouraging. Again, that sort index. One thing to note here is that you've got the option to add links. You've got the option to add bullets, as you see here. You can make the text bold, italic. You can right align, center align, left align your text, or justify it. This is all going to affect how the text is displayed on your collection. Again, going into another content section, same thing here. And then once again, these navigation buttons, this really just gives you another customization feature on exactly how you want your content displayed throughout your collection. If you would like to add another section or another paragraph or anything of that nature, you have the option right here with the blue button to click Add New. This will completely add a whole new section. I could go in there and title it How to Help My Kid. This is a big question in the sports world, especially those parents that haven't played sports. So I could create a whole new section right here if I wanted to, and if I wanted it at the top, I would just move these arrows to move it all the way to the top if I felt like it was most important and that's where I wanted it to be housed on my site. For now, I'm going to delete it just so we can keep this example the same as it's displayed on the platform. Okay, now we've gotten through all of the content. So again, to show you, I've got the overview, my different content sections, and then we'll get into the video and media gallery. That's next. So right here, the video and media gallery, across the site and even throughout our templates, we have one space allocated for this gallery. Now, an important thing that I want you guys to remember is that with this Add New button at the bottom, I can add a whole nother gallery. So right now, I've got the video and media, so I've got videos as well as pictures displayed in one bar here. If I wanted to add a new gallery, I'd click Add New. Oops, I apologize, that's new video. So my gallery is separated. Here's my videos, and here's my images. Right now, they're all grouped into one gallery. If I wanted to separate them, or if I wanted to add a new gallery and move it somewhere throughout my page, I would click this blue button right here to add a whole new gallery. So what that would do is it would essentially create another strip for you to post pictures and videos related to this particular life event. And then once you've created it, again, those arrows will show up and you can move it up and down throughout the life event display. So right here, you'll see video and media gallery. Like I mentioned, my videos are displayed first, then it goes right into my images. All of these, when clicked, will open in a new tab, a new screen, so that you don't have to navigate away from what you're reading or what you're doing on the EncourageX platform. Over here. So now we get into the encouragements. This is where, if you have created your own encouragements and uploaded them, for example, if you have a mantra that's specific to your collection, or a special logo that you only want to use on EncourageX, or a specific video that you're sending out to your employees only, that you could upload it and then it would be displayed right here if it was linked to this life event or this topic. Right here, you'll see all of the encouragements that I have associated with this life event, with this topic. So they're organized. You can see audio and video, events and experiences, gifts and goodwill, and words and phrases. If I wanted to add a new encouragement, I would click this little drop down arrow right here, and I could either pick from the list of existing encouragements, or I could type in something new and see if it populates. I believe I have that one already. Yes, I should. Perfect. Ripken baseball fielding tips. So once it's clicked, it's populated and added to this life event. So these are all currently associated. Now on the EncourageX platform, you're not going to see the encouragements associated with this life event until you click through to begin encouraging someone. So for example, if I wanted to encourage one of my girls, she's one of my players, if I want to encourage her on this specific topic, I could see recommendations, and I would see here what encouragements have been loaded in regards to this specific topic. So here you go. Here are some examples. Words and phrases. Love this one. Carlos Correa. Big last but not least, we have the companies tab. So you can either start with the companies tab or you go through all of these tabs and then get to companies, but this is going to be the page that shows when EncourageX users want to subscribe to your collection. So the company page is your landing page. It's going to have an overview of, well, it's going to have whatever you choose to put in there, but a good example and a good recommendation would be an overview of the platform, featured contributors or featured curators that have been added and contributing topics to the platform, to the collection. It'll show you can on here you can set how much the subscription is going to cost users from a monthly price point. And then you can give an overview on different themes, categories. It's really just like a snapshot of what users are going to be able to access once they subscribe to your collection. So again, you can do this first, you can do this last. It's really up to you. One thing to note on this is once you click into the company, at the bottom, you'll see here that there is a place for a monthly subscription cost. Every collection has a very specific Recurly ID. That does not change. This will be the same for the entirety of your collection. The monthly subscription cost. Once you set this price, it needs to stay the same. What's going to end up happening is if you try to change this price, like in the middle of your collection or anything like that down the road, and you're like, hey, I want to charge more or less, this is going to affect all of your existing subscriptions, and you're going to change that price on them without essentially them knowing. So really put some serious thought into what that monthly subscription cost should be. Again, the featured curator section, life events associated with the company. This is really like your company profile page, if you will. So that is a quick but hopefully very helpful walkthrough of the EncourageX CMS. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to us at curation@encouragex.com, and we will be happy to help you with anything and everything we can.